All right, taking the four screws out.
Yep. Now, word of warning, these do have the security anti-lock piece, so you're gonna need these special bits with the hole drilled out the middle of them, so you can actually get these in. Found these thanks to my cousin. So, just word of warning.
Can't see nothing.
But I will also give one piece of advice. When you're first trying to back these out, if this is completely stock and never worked on, they will turn extremely hard. So you just gotta slowly keep working at it. Now I got all four of these out. I'm gonna use that as a pan for a moment. Now I'm just gonna gently separate these.
And most important part, make sure it's unplugged.
Yep.
No power.
And make sure this little LED light goes off first, because that still has some juice in it. Now what I read online is these can become dirty. You can see all the little bit of dust in here and there on this end better. So I'm going to take this part a little further so I can try and clean it.
And if you look, like right here, you can see a big wad of freaking crap in there. So there's definitely crap in there. There's a fan in there. It sucks in dust and dirt as it's trying to cool itself. So that's what we're going to try to clean out. Crap like that, and make sure the fan is running correctly. You're going to squeeze this together and gently pull it up out. But make sure you do not pull on this tin alone, because this is hooked to a circuit board and you will wreck your device unless you're good at soldering.
Yep, so I'm just going to hold up by the plastic bits that I can get my hands on. So this is just going to be, again, a gently pulling and prying, trying to make sure that this slips, because this has a track on the side. If you look at the side of the electrical current, right in where my finger is, there's a track that holds everything in place. The flash. Right there, the track where the base connects to the...
Yeah.
So just gotta make sure this comes up evenly, because this is where everything gets its power from. Alright, that's free. Now I just need to free this in stages. Yep.
So you got to rock it back and forth, it looks like.
There we go. That's coming out.
Very carefully, because you never know what's hidden. And in here, it looks like there's a hidden wire. So you definitely don't want to yank that off like a gorilla, because that wire, you're going to rip that right loose.
Yep.
Now look at all the dirt and gunk in there, well. So definitely clean it out. We'll go find some Q-tips and things too.
Yep, if you have a can of compressed air, a lot of people use that, but Q-tips, meaning if I could get one of those spray nozzles on my air compressor, that might work.
Yeah, could. I mean, you could try that.
Yeah, and
The only thing I will advise is sometimes when you use compressed air, you're blowing things harder into something
so we get further away.
than cleaning it out. So that's something that you should always
Yeah,
be aware of. So
and for everyone wondering, this is all the electronics, but in here is where the fan is.
to clean the fan, I'm gonna have to get some quarter or Phillips heads.
Yep.
So we're gonna pause this and go get some supplies. And you know, you just take the Q-tips. Again, try to get all the nooks and crannies. Look at that Q-tip already. Yuck.
That's crazy.
And basically, it's just a long, tedious process of... I mean, you could also actually blow on it too with your breath. You see the dust bunny in there?
Yeah. But it's probably not advised to blow with your breath just because of moisture on your breath. And depending on how delicate your electronics are, that might cause issues.
That's true, but if you're in a pinch and you got no other means. Yeah, you can see how it's just all grubby and dirty in there. Yeah, actually, you should probably do this every so often anyways to clean everything off.
Yep. Alright, let me just blow what's loose off.
And he'll huff, and he'll puff, and he'll blow all the stuff out of there. Yeah, there's a lot of hidden nooks and crannies in here.
Yep.
So really try to get cleaned up before it's all put back together.
Yep, now I'm gonna start working on getting this assembled. I just need a teed off point.
I'm gonna.
That's a square. That's too small.
Oh, pause this way. Found a right screwdriver.
Alright, so we got these broken loose, and for these we're gonna want a screwdriver tip with a flatter end, because we tried a pointy one first and that didn't seem to really have any sort of give. So now we're just gonna start loosening these.
Maybe better just take them right out. It'll come out.
And take this one out more because the other one did try to come out, so that one might be completely loosened. Might just need to. There we go. Give them a little bit of a flip, and that'll make them come out. And there we go. Those two are out. Now I'm gonna carefully sort these to keep everything together. And it looks like I'm gonna have to pull these two next. So just gonna have to find the right tool. Gonna have to hold this for a second. There we go. And these are gonna be a little tight to pull. That's one tiny boy. Gotta get some more grip. Come on. Alright, give me a second and I'll be right.
Alright, that one we actually had to put the pair of pliers on it and hold downward pressure on it as we unscrewed it.
Now I'm gonna put these
And that one was super tight.
on there. Now, this will gently have to work its way out. So you just gotta try and shimmy it all up gently at the same time. And there we go.
There's the fan.
Yep, and then there's gonna be some small bolts I'm gonna have to pull.
And look at the crap in here, Vo.
Yep.
Right there. Oh my god. All that crap that was in there. So, man. So probably wouldn't be a bad idea if you have one of these to clean it once a year or something.
Now I need some super tiny bolts to get this out.
Of course, you've had this for 8 years and it's never been cleaned. And a lot of people say these just don't last very long, so I don't know.
Yeah, I was just talking to some friends today, and I'm like, yeah, this is broken. They're like, oh, nope, too big.
I say that these don't last very long. This one's lasted a long time.
Yep.
I really don't think you have to take it out of it. You just gotta reach over and clean it all out. You know, because there's a hole right here. If you flip it so you can look in.
Oh, yeah.
So you can clean it without tearing it all apart like that.
Yep, and a lot of people, some of their problems are related to the fan, so they do advise giving it just a quick spin to make sure there's no sounds that come from when you're spinning it. And that seems to be fine for me.
Okay, clean this up and reassemble it, right? All right, now there's also a trick to this. That fan is not screwed to the cover, so when you go to put it in, sometimes it tries to fall out. So there is a trick, and he's going to show it to you.
Yep, first you line up what you need, because if you look in here, some of these fins come in a track, like right here by my thumb. So line that up sideways, and then you can assemble it upside down. Hang on. Just gotta get everything realigned and come back down at a equal pace. And plus that cord needs to be out of the way so everything goes back in proper.
So there you go. So if a fan keeps trying to fall out, there's your trick. You just assemble it upside down.
Now I just need to put these tiny screws back in to hold the fan in place. Luckily for me, the end of this is magnetic.
So you can just hook them right on this before you even go near it, and just take them right down.
Yep. Just gotta make sure I can keep them square. Now just gently put them back in. That's one. That's number two. Now, also, be advised, do not ratchet these so tight that it can cause cracks, because this is just plastic. Now I just need the flat-faced squared off piece again, so I can get
Phillips head.
Thank you. Phillips head.
For all you technical people, it's the number 2 Phillips head. #2. Not the #1 that has to the point.
All right, now.
Here's the number 1. It's
now,
pointier, and it did not work as well.
But now, something I should have mentioned earlier, because I got ratcheting one. Make sure your ratcheting system is going the right way, because I did not set it the right way. So once it started getting more snug, it was starting to click. There we go. That's one in. Put number 2 in.
You're doing number 2. Man, I can't see you with your hands in the way.
Now I'm just going to tighten this till I get to my...
There we go.
There we go. That one's tight.
Ratchet gave way, so it's tight enough.
There we go.
Now I gotta put it back together.
Yep. Now I just gotta make sure everything comes back together proper. Gotta line up the converter end with the proper track. Get you
Cord.
lined up there.
Get a Rolex back in its home.
Now I'm just going to gently bring the sides in.
Yeah, it's not in there, Paul.
Spin this around. Alright, this side's back in. As you can see, it's perfectly squared off. Now you are going to be the fun one, because this is all rubber. Make sure everything's tucked in that needs to be tucked. Okay. I think that's good. Now I need to be able to put this back on top. Nope, need to work it in a little more. And here's the thing. If you don't get it perfectly lined up, first time, said and done, that's okay. As long as you don't break anything, you can always try again. Now I gotta line up these once more. Say this side seems to be fighting a little bit, so I just gotta keep shimmying that down gently. There we go. Got that lined up. Now I just need my long screws to get these worked back in. Now I just need a little wrench. No, that doesn't seem to be right. And that'd be the advice, if you think something's wrong, trust your gut, because that was not tightening in the way it was the first time. So I'm just gonna grab my light. Yep, I knew it. Because it's sitting down on the stand pretty good on this side. This side is slightly more raised. For a reason I do not know. Alright, there we go. Make sure I got my ends lined up proper. Make sure I got that side compressed. Make sure it comes down even, or else it's gonna make itself go kind of wonky and cause all sorts of problems for you. There we go. Perfect. Now, start putting it back together. Again, these do turn hard, so don't be off-put by that. Alright, just remind. Now just because I used to play drum and work with tires a lot, I'm just going to start in opposite corners to help try and keep everything tightening down at an even rate. I don't know if that's necessarily a matter in this situation, but gut instinct on previous experience of disassembling tires, or I should say undoing tires and tightening drums and all that, tell me this would be my best course of action. Do I know if it's the dust and all that caused this not to work?
But even if it's not, you just made a video so people know how to take everything apart and clean it. So
yes. But here's the thing also, like I was gonna say, this costed me nothing but however long this video is in time, because I have the pieces at hand. Alright, now I just need to plug this in, and because I do is, as I'm going to unbox, you plug into this end for the wall outlet, then you plug this into your Xbox, and if it turns white, it's ready to go. So I'm gonna go see.
Also, always remember to turn your flashlight off.
Yes.
Man.
Well, that's how you disassemble your Xbox One power brick. In case you need to clean, or if you know what's wrong because you can troubleshoot it, you can take it apart how you need. Like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you prefer to do when you do it. Peace.